at least a 1 to 2 weeks to reward ratio on this new strategy. So okay, as you guys can see on my screen now, you can see that I took a first trade on this trade. So now this is a backtested trade, right? And then it was actually profitable, right? So I've been backtesting with this strategy like I think like 3 or 4 days ago when I actually found out the strategy. So the strategy is simple. All you just need to do is go to the 4-hour time frame. Then what you're looking for is, for most of you guys, you should already know what an imbalance is. So basically what you're looking for is an imbalance or FVG. So it's kind of like the same thing. What you're looking for is an imbalance. So an imbalance is basically a gap in the market. So if you have like a candlestick and then you have, let me mark it out. So if you have like this candlestick here and then the the candlestick before it was like a week. It doesn't have to be a week, but it doesn't actually, that week doesn't close above, or like it doesn't cross over it or something like the week is not too long, let me put it like that. And then the next candle after it also doesn't week too long too. That's like a gap, right? So that's basically what an imbalance is. And then you're going to take your box. Let me draw another one. So what you're going to do is, once you find an imbalance in the markets, you're going to take your box and then put it right, as you can see, right before the candle and then the one after the candle. So you're going to take it up to the one after the candle, right? Yeah, you're going to take it to the one after the candle, to the wick after the candle, and then you're going to drag it straight forward. You've done an imbalance and that, or fair value gap. Anyone is still the same thing. So after that, now what you're looking for is for price to come down and then touch or come inside or come back inside that fair value gap. So as you can see here now, price went up, and then once price went up, we were able to come back inside the fair value gap. So once you see that now, what you're looking for is for price to take out liquidity. So I'm going to drag this line here to show you where we came inside. Now this is the time that we used to come inside, right? Now on this 1 hour time frame, as you can see, price came here, but we didn't take liquidity, so we're not interested in that. So now as you can see, we are now going to come down to the 1 hour time frame, and what we're looking for here is a kind of price to take out liquidity. So if you don't know what liquidity is, it's basically when price is taking out lows or highs in the market. So price could take out this low and then continue going up, or price could have like an M pattern, an M or a W pattern. So what that means is price makes something like this, and then we take out liquidity above here, and then for that for sales, and then for buys vice versa. So right now, as you can see, we had a bullish candle and then we had a retracement, and then on top of that retracement, price came down and took liquidity. Let me zoom in. Price came down and took liquidity below that candle. So now, was price took liquidity below that candle, what I'm looking for is like weakness. So what weakness basically means is let the candle reject. You get? So let the candle still be bearish, yeah, but it should reject. That's basically what weakness is. So weakness, you can find them in the market almost anytime, but I'm looking for price to reject, and then once price rejects, so what I'm going to be targeting right here is the close of the candle. So as you can see right here now, this is a bearish candle, and this is currently where it's closed. So I'm going to be targeting there. I'm going to be putting this horizontal line on that close. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to now go to a 5 minutes time frame. So let me drag this blue line to the 5 minutes. And then, okay. So as you can see now on the 5 minutes, what I am looking for is now that I have marked my horizontal line, you get, what I'm looking out for is for the first candle to break. Let me go back to the 1 hour and show you guys something. Okay, so this is the 1 hour time frame, right? And then this is the candle that's like this. Now this blue line is on when that candle has closed, and that is when I'm going to be drawing my line, right? Because it has taken out liquidity, remember. So I'm going to come back. Now as you can see, immediately price closed, right? We opened the next candle, and that next candle was a what? It was a break above the line. So as you can see, this was when the close happened. And then once the next candle opened, immediately that candle opened, we broke this horizontal line that we drew here. And that is exactly what we're looking for. So immediately that happens, what you're going to do is you're going to put your entry, and then you're going to put your stop loss below the lowest point. Or you can just put it below that wick, below that candles in a wick. And then I'm going to put it right below it. And then you're not going to target a strong 1 hour level, right? Or you can even do 4 hours or any time frame you feel like doing. So me, I'm doing a 1 hour level now. Okay, actually it was a 4 hour level. So as you can see, we have resistance level here, resistance level here, resistance, and then here's another one here. So price could likely come back here for a tracing down. But as you can see, price was able to break well above it, and then I think it targeted somewhere here, and then we had a 1 to 12 weeks to reward. So that is exactly what I'm looking for. Higher risks to reward, smaller stop loss. For if you want to grow a small account, you need higher risks to rewards. So as you can see right here now, this is the trade I'm on now. The same thing happened here. We took liquidity, and delete this blue line. We took liquidity below this level right here. So as we took liquidity, what will happen next? I'll draw my horizontal line, and this is the horizontal line I drew here. And then we came down here. So we first come down to the 1 hour, draw your horizontal line immediately when that candle closes. And once that happens, you come down to the 5 minutes time frame. The first candle to break, which was this candle right here. So as we broke above the line, he entered immediately, and as you can see, my stop loss is below that particular level, and then I'm going to target. So what I'm targeting is, now we've targeted this area too many times, so the next most recent high is this level right here. Let me even map it out. So it's this level right here. So you could come back around this level, and then if you're able to get it, I'm going to be exiting this trade. So guys, it's time for a trade update. As you can see, the time is currently 2:25 p.m. As you can see here. So as you can see, the trade is currently in profit. So now if you can see on this trade now, you got like, where's that mouse here? As you can see on this trade, you've got like at least a 1 to 2 weeks to reward ratio on this new strategy. As you can see, AUD card. We're going to my targets is still this area, and then possibly we might have like know, we might have like a little retracement because of this impulse move. We might have a little retracement, then continue going up, something like that. So this is currently, the update for trading. And then as you can see now, I'm reaching out to people now. I sent a message to this Telegram group, right? So there was this Telegram group I was in already. I think it's my sister that joined the message. So it's like a job posting group. So people come here to post jobs. Once you upload your CSV, you can turn it into a claim portfolio, right? So that's basically what this thing does. I've not even built it yet. I just use like AI to, and I got photos from Dribble and then use AI to make this mock-up. This is what I said. That's a random thing I used. It turns the CSV into a green portfolio site like this. And then I was making one for a friend and figured out, I'll share yet. So in case somebody wants something professional like this, they should just, let me know if they want the link. And as you can see, somebody already said that they want the link. So I'm going to go and build this right now. As you can see right here with Claude, I'm going to build the layer 2. And I already connected it to my Superbase, which is here. So I'm going to be building the front end, connecting it to Superbase, and I'll show you guys the entire end result of everything I built. If you want to join this group, all you just have to do is message me directly or with the link below this video, or if you go to my about section on my YouTube channel, you're going to see the link. So message me directly and I will add you to this group where you can connect with other traders, and you're going to see the drop live signals in this group.